Story at 5:30 tonight. 3 men murdered in cold blood in Kissimmee. Today we're getting our first look at the victims, who police say were just randomly shot. Their families tell us they were here in town for the Meekum car show. And Fox 35 is investigating why the suspect was out on the street walking free.
Yeah, he was charged with attempted murder back in 2021, yet there he was on the streets. Fox 35's Marie Ettinger joins us live with this one. So Marie, what's the latest on what you've uncovered?
I talked with several neighbors today. They told me they were surprised about Ahmad Bojeh's arrest, but not that surprised. They said there were cops coming to his house all the time over the years. They did tell me, though, that hearing he was let out after shooting somebody just a few years ago made them uneasy. Now they're worried he'd be let out again using the same defense. In audio provided to Fox 35 by someone living near the shooting, you hear 19 gunshots. Those are the shots that killed 3 tourists over the weekend, Douglas and Robert Kraft and James Pukin. Deputies were on scene today still, gathering evidence from the home of the accused shooter, Ahmad Bojeh. This wasn't Bojeh's first time being accused of trying to kill someone. He was arrested in 2021 for shooting up a Wawa gas station near his house. A man was hit several times and nearly killed, and Lutfola Normatov's car was hit 9 times.
The person shoots once in the public. Who knows? He's gonna shoot again.
But Bojeh spent less than a year and a half locked up. He was found not guilty by reason of insanity. I talked with the former chief judge of the Ninth Circuit about that.
My understanding is that insanity pleas are actually kind of difficult to win. Has that been your experience?
Very difficult to win. Those defenses are seldom bought by juries.
But Bojeh didn't have a jury. The state attorney's office and Bojeh's defense attorney agreed to skip a jury trial and let a judge make the ruling solo. They also stipulated for Bojeh to get outpatient treatment instead of being committed to a state mental health facility.
Somebody needs to be asked, what did they base that stipulation on?
The statute on involuntary commitment after an insanity plea requires that the defendant be found manifestly dangerous to himself or others. The court said Bojeh didn't meet that criteria, so instead he lived at his parents' home and went to check-ins at a behavioral health care facility called Park Place. In a letter to a judge in 2020, Bojeh's father wrote one of Bojeh's brothers sought treatment at that same facility for bipolar schizoaffective disorder, saying he spends most of his time in the garage screaming, sometimes laughing. Park Place told me in a statement today, while confidentiality prevents us from discussing specific cases, we want to ensure the public we will cooperate with law enforcement as they continue their investigation. Park Place Behavioral Health Care Center is committed to providing high-quality ethical care, and we take seriously the well-being of all who are in our care and our community. Judge Perry Jr. told me Bojeh could plead insanity again and seek outpatient treatment a second time.
Some expert, in my opinion, would be hard-pressed to come in with that factual basis saying that he doesn't pose a danger to himself or others.
Judge Perry Jr. says it's more likely Bojeh would be committed this time. That would get reviewed every year until a court finds him cured of his mental illness. At 6:30, we'll be talking more about what we've learned about the 3 victims in this weekend's shooting. Live in Kissimmee, Marie Ettinger, Fox 35.